Hello and welcome back to Powerful Perspectives. Thank you for watching. And this is the first part of a 5-part series of 5 quotes to underpin your life. Because I think I've certainly found in my life some foundational quotes to ground myself and to judge myself against and to measure against have been really, really helpful. Because there's so much wisdom out there, and I think you do need to develop your own systems. I think occasionally relying on things from the past is very helpful. So as the title of this video suggests, the first quote we're going to look at, one of the most foundational quotes for me, the most foundational quote, is "Make haste slowly." And there are a few reasons why this is the most foundational quote for me. The first being that in a world which is so fast, and I enjoy that as much as the next person, but in a world which is so prioritizes success and speed of success and speed of wealth and speed of relationships, speed of everything needs to be quicker. It helps to ground me and to recognize that actually good things take time. Of course, not everything that takes time is good. However, good things do take time, and that's not a bad thing. It speaks to the idea of getting up every day and doing it every day and every day and every day. And you may not see progress in an outcome sense, but if you are making haste slowly, if you are making progress every day, then cumulatively over time that will add up. And it sounds a bit boring, that but it's something I've found in my life, and that's the key. And that's why making haste slowly is so foundational in my life, because it grounds me in a world which is so quick, and success and time they need to be very closely linked together. It allows me to take a perspective on that, which I find really helpful. Also, something I think is extremely important is grounding yourself in the moment. If you're making haste slowly, you're doing things, you're going through and making progress, continuous progress, you can be in the now, in that progress, with the knowledge that you are on that path. Whereas if you're kind of tentatively, overreaching, trying to overcompensate for your lack of steady progress, I think A, that's where mistakes are made, and B, it accounts for a lot of stress, because really, and going to be videos in the future, what are negative emotions? It's when you take yourself out of the now. And I know if you haven't done the work for something, I'm a student at the minute, if I know I haven't done the work for an essay, I'll be very stressed writing an essay. Yet if I've made haste slowly on the research and the thinking and the thesis of it, my stress levels will be much lower, because you have that confidence to move with you. And that's what I think is so important about that. So as a marker to underpin life, as an adage to live by, it really works for me. And there's another reason why it works me so much, is because it comes from Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, who is without doubt my favourite historical figure, which I do have to reconcile with the fact he was essentially a dictator, which of course is not a good thing at all. But I think that the influence that he had on the world, and the fact that he was able to shape so many things, I just find absolutely fascinating. So that's another reason for me, more of a personal historical reason. But yeah, make haste slowly allows me, and hopefully you, to ground yourself, to check against yourself. Am I making haste slowly? And if you are, then to recognize that and be grateful to yourself. Because I know sometimes it feels like I'm not doing enough. Sometimes you aren't, and that's a fair challenge. But when you are, even if it's little bits, you can still recognize that. And I think that's really important. Another element of the quote I like is it speaks to the paradox of life, which draws me in, because, the first part to understanding life in my book is to A, recognize you'll never really understand it, and B, that it doesn't make sense. And that paradoxically allows you an in. And it's the same with making haste slow, because of course it doesn't make sense. And that's what's so brilliant about it, because I think paradoxes are fascinating, and weirdly, by embracing the paradox, it makes a lot more sense. So there's the first quote, and I really look forward to in the comments to see your thoughts on the quote. If you agree, if you disagree, if you have a spin on it, just to get your feedback. I really look forward to seeing it. And there we go. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching.